Honestly, I don't know what's going on with this. This is now my 4th attempt at this Waffling Wednesday. I've just been sat here for about 15 minutes doing an explanation as to why there is no Waffling Wednesday, and that's just come up error just as I was finishing up after 15 minutes of talking and explaining the situation as to what happened to the original one. And I was just explaining at the very end of that one about these forces that seem to have been at play trying to stop me from putting this Waffling Wednesday out, because the original is being deleted by myself accidentally. My phone is in a data recovery place at the moment, so I'm hopefully will be able to get that file back. All it means is that this cut that I'm doing now is not going to have the full explanation as to what's been going on, because I don't write anything down, and it's all off the cuff, and once I've got it out, I can't re-put it out, if you know what I mean. It's weird because I work on emotion at the time. It's how I operate. So I can't do that emotion again because I've already gone through the motion of that emotion and explained the situation. So this is an even rougher cut of the rough cut that explained the original why I can't. At the moment, there is hope on this data recovery guy that's got the phone. I've done some more clips on this issue coming in on the bike, so I'm going to put those in as well. I'm going to spend a bit. I just want to put something out there for Waffling Wednesday. So even this one, and each one has progressively got worse and worse. The original that is hopefully going to be recovered, I'm very proud how that's finished, how it's come out. It was 26 minutes. It's a roller coaster of me. I had issues. I spent a long time editing it, getting it just right. I haven't cut any bits out, but the whole thing I'm really quite happy with the way it's turned out, and I really hope the data recovery guy can do it. And I've previously just explained this is just all over the place, real scatty, because I'm just having a hard time trying to get something on this medium to get out tonight. So it's going to be very choppy because it's got bits of me on the bike. I've got bits where I'm getting wood for the open fire. So there's at least hopefully you understand. I've done a post on it as well, which you've probably seen. And I was just finishing up by saying, regardless of all this negative forces at play that are trying to stop me from, that have so far stopped me from putting my original out, I'm still here. I'm still doing it. And people around me are still being positive. I was coming back through the park and they were closing up the cafe, and I went up and spoke to the girl at the back door. So have you got any food? You guys, I'm not in the mood to cook tonight. I really don't want to cook. I'm just not in the right headspace for cooking. And she's given me 3 sandwiches, like 3 proper, you're talking £5 sandwiches. She's given me 3 of those. And the guy at Pret in the centre, I was chatting with him, and he gave me a tuna bowl. I said, "Here, mate, take this for your tea." So I'm alright for food tonight and tomorrow, probably the day after. So there's still the positivity, there's still people being as people should be. And I've got a good feeling about this data recovery guy. But there's a bit more about that. Previously on the bicycle ride on the way in, I've explained about that. So my apologies for this just being a very put together, just a minefield of mayhem the last 48 to 72 hours, I tell you. It's crazy. What moon cycle are we in at the moment? Hey? Anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy. I know the hardcore of you will. I can only apologise at this stage. And I just need you to put the vibe out there that this guy can do his business with the recovery. Send it out there, yeah? Like I said, it's 26 minutes of... It's an emotional roller coaster. Really good. I'm really proud of the way it's done. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to prep this fire. I've got firewood, dug my fire pit. I'll get this done. You'll get to see this tonight. It's going dark now. I've got to start getting sorted. I've got my little camp set up here. I'm back in my usual, my little piece of solitude. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Well, all I can say is I can be a bit of a dick sometimes, and I think the last 36 hours has proven that, because this is just a continuation of the experiences I've had, even starting the recording of Waffling Wednesdays several days ago. And it's a cracker too. I was really proud with the way it came out. I really was. So I'd spent quite a bit of time. I didn't spend long filming it. Probably, well, it was 26 minutes because there was no editing in it. It was from start to finish, but the first 2 minutes I forgot to turn the mic on, so there's just silence. So I've done a voiceover and some graphic sort of explanation on the screen there, in the editing suite, as it were. That was just the start. It continues from there, but I don't know where it all came from. I got quite emotional at the beginning and it just sort of welled up from nowhere, the depths of whatever. Because I don't really speak to a lot of people on a personal level, I find this outlet, this audience I have here, you guys, must be some sort of therapy for me with stuff I've been dealing with for a long while. And when I mean, I'm talking over 2 decades here. It's not something I talk about at all. And I'd been feeling a bit drained the last couple of days, and it all sort of came out to the surface at the beginning of the recording of this waffle. I think that's probably why it's 26 minutes long. But then I get onto the, the typical Waffling Wednesday after about 13 minutes of this. And there's some good topics in there. I really hope this data recovery specialist can work his magic. I really do, because I really don't want to lose this. If there's one video out of every one that I've done, this is one. This is a keeper, definitely. Yeah, so I spent a little bit of time of just enhancing the editing a bit. Not cutting anything out. I didn't cut anything out. There's a couple of words I cut out just because I didn't want to upset the algorithm because of the bad word factor, as it were. But then when I've been editing it, and then it sort of saves a copy, and glitches started to happen. And I don't know what the glitches were, so I deleted a couple of copies. And then when I was uploading it, it froze at 34% and it wouldn't continue uploading, so I had to delete that and redo it. And it just refused to upload. And I don't know why it refused to upload. I mean, alright, it's one of the longer ones I've done, but the file size was no bigger than normal. And I've chatted to YouTube to see if they can recover what parts I did upload. They've managed to recover the 34%, which is going to be available to me in 48 hours. But whether that's going to be viewable or not, because it hasn't done the whole file, it's only done the 34%, I don't know yet. I don't find out for a couple of days. So the last ditch is this recovery expert in London, a guy in Central, advertised online, reputable firm. He said there are other options. If they don't manage in store to do anything, then they can send it away to a forensic expert, but that's pricey. And as it stands at the moment, the recovery that he's doing for me is going to be no more than 80. It's going to be £80 is what he's told me. If they can recover the MP4 file, it's about 2 gig. It's going to be £80, which is far more than what the monetisation aspect of it's going to be, but that's not an issue. That is, I mean, coming up with £80 for that. I'm seeing if it's possible first, because there's a no recovery, no fee process. If there is a fee, if he's successful in it, then I've got to find £80 to pay with it. And I've got that money that a lot of you guys have sent for this sleeping bag, which I've not touched. It's still sitting in the PayPal and the Buy Me a Coffee page. The reason it's still sitting there and I've not bought the sleeping bag as yet is because I've had another subscriber say that he's got an Alp kit for season, which he's told me he's put in the post, but this was over 2 weeks ago. As of yet, it's not turned up. If it comes to it, and I've got to buy this sleeping bag that I've been wanting to buy, then I will do that. But I'm going to use some of that money also for the paying the data recovery if he's successful. I really do hope he's successful, I really do. And the video explains a lot more than what I've just managed to waffle onto you. So I'm going to stop this waffling now. This is a very quickly mashed together Waffling Wednesday, and it's quite short at 6 or 7 minutes, but I'm going to go and find a camp spot. I am in a royal park. Oh, hold on, what happened there? Zoomed in, didn't mean to do that. I'm in a royal park. Apologies if the video quality is not as good because I'm using a crappier phone. I've got food on me. I've got my bedroll. I've got my bag. Something is working against me to get this episode out, and I really want to get it out there because I really, like I said, I'm quite proud of the way it turned out. So, all this aside, you will be watching something tonight. Not what is usual, but you will get to see a bit of waffling along with a bonus little camp setup, which I'm just off now to do, and I'm going to film it. Bear with, it will happen. I have faith in this data recovery guy. I'm not even going to need to cross my fingers because that's going to be, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. You watch this space. Well, I hope this one, honestly, I'm going to see if the sound is working actually before I even start, just to be sure. To be sure.